We open on the set of the Morning Buzz Los Angeles morning show. Sitting on an upscale television show set, morning news anchor Rachel Hillard, a 28-year-old self-made sophisticate, teases the upcoming segments of a Los Angeles morning show.
So, both Democrats and Republicans saying today they won't support the president's proposal. If you're just tuning in, good morning, Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Hillard. Kate Middleton's with me when we return. I really need that pain medication I asked for 3 segments ago.
I checked your purse and your desk, and I couldn't find your migraine pills.
Jesus Christ, I go home with Kate Middleton in 2 minutes, and I can't see straight. Give me your Percocet.
Oh, I don't think you should. I mean, the Christmas party, you had a glass of wine and showed Darren your thing.
No, I didn't. It's my thong.
Oh, that's better.
It is.
Darren, a greasy-haired, acne-faced 35-year-old loner and cameraman, removes a pink, lacy thong from his shirt pocket and waves it at Rachel while raising his eyebrows. Rachel looks creeped out for a moment.
I have to know this interview. Just give me the damn thing.
All right, here you go.
The assistant reluctantly gives a pill bottle from her pocket, gives Rachel a pill, and scurries off set. Rachel knocks the pill back and stands up. Kate Middleton approaches with an entourage.
Your Highness, welcome.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Cut to the middle of the interview.
I have to tell you, it's so refreshing to talk with such a pioneer and positive role model for women and young girls. And now that you're venturing into motherhood, motherhood is for mothers. It can be the most important thing we do in our lives. Unless you have a good job, am I right?
Pardon?
Are you a mother?
Not yet, technically.
I've never been pregnant, thank God. But at least you have nice breasts. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I mean, boobies.
Kate nods politely. Rachel gives a drug look to Kate's chest.
Are you leaking?
I haven't had the baby yet.
I'm the best at getting stains out. Let me see.
Rachel leans in to examine the stain. She puts her hand on Kate's breast.
Nope. Just the design. Whoa. This baby's never gonna go hungry.
Rachel reaches into Kate's breast. Kate's bodyguards rush in and break Rachel off of Kate. We cut to Rachel's parents' front porch. Rachel, surrounded by farmland, dressed like a total plastic, holding a suitcase, wipes tears from her mascara-stained face, then rings the doorbell. Cheryl Hillard, Rachel's mother, a 46-year-old worn-out and dolled-up ex-high school cheerleader, opens the door.
Oh, hi, baby! Welcome home! Our little Rachel's home, everybody!
Rachel looks at the front.
Mom, I said I didn't feel like seeing anyone.
I called off the distant cousins. Now, come on, I made fried chicken, ham, meatballs, and Daddy shot a buck this week, so we have fresh deer tenderloin, too.
Cheryl leads Rachel to the food table, filled with meat products.
Mom, I'm a vegetarian. Even the vegetables are cooked in meat?
Oh, it's just like that, dear.
Rachel grabs a roll, bites into it, and spits the bite out.
It's a pepperoni roll.
Curtis Hillard, Rachel's 46-year-old husky, stern but lovable, good old boy father, appears and grabs the roll from Rachel's hand.
Well, if you're not gonna eat it, I am. No sense in wasting your mama's homemade pepperoni rolls.
He bites the roll, slopping it up, then pulls Rachel's face into his armpit for a hug.
Oh, Curtis.
Nah, is that any way to talk to your daddy, seeing as I got you your job back down at the station?
He's right, sweetie. WBAG's getting his hometown girl back tomorrow, thanks to your daddy finding them good fishing spots for Tom.
He owed me one.
Look, I can't believe the FCC still allows those call letters. I thought you hated my old news director anyway.
Yeah, he was more sissified back then. We countryed him up some.
Rachel, honey, you're not seeing anybody, are you? Now, Clayton's single right now. I know you two like to frolic.
Cheryl guides Rachel's eyes to Clayton Miles, Rachel's 28-year-old childhood friend, African-American, U.S. Air Force veteran, and most importantly, the high school star receiver who is standing and eating across the room.
Mom, my mother, you should still be in denial that I even do that. Besides, I'm not into undateable Clayton, figuratively or literally.
Rachel cringes at the sight of 65-year-old Louise Hadley, her wannabe debutante, closeted racist maternal grandmother, walking towards her.
Maybe if you weren't so damn bony you could cook a turkey, you'd be married by now instead of sleeping around with all them black boys. My ribs are just dried up.
Grandma, I guess at least you're ashamed to use the N-word in front of company. And I don't want to have kids. because I don't plan on demolishing my vagina.
Lady Hillard, Rachel's joyful 5-year-old sister, who wants to be just like Rachel, appears and tugs on Rachel's leg.
Lainey, how are you? I've missed you so much.
Rachel picks Lady up, they hug and giggle for a moment.
You got too much of your daddy in you.
Hey, she gets that liberated sex talk from your daughter.
I raised my daughter right, then she married you. Henley County bears my daddy's name, and you made my sheriff shame it.
Irregardless of what you think, Louise, this is my house, okay? And Clayton's the best candidate for a son-in-law I've got. Don't go ruining it.
But he's the grandchildren.
Right. He plays football.
Played football, Dad. I was in high school.
It'd just be nice, especially since the genes skipped a generation and you came out all artsy-fartsy.
The contents of my uterus are not up for negotiation. You're not using me to breed jocks, and you're certainly not using me to breed white supremacists.
You calling me a racist?
Just because you don't wear the hood in public doesn't mean you don't wear the bed
Oh, okay, now, just, Rachel's gonna marry whoever she wants. Though Clayton's a real nice boy and served his country in the Air Force. Rachel, why did you get them started?
I'm done. Come on, Lainey. Look, there's Clayton.
Rachel carries Laney across the room to where Rachel's friends are standing and drinking punch, leaving Curtis and Louise to bicker among themselves.
Hey, gorgeous.
Clay.
I was talking to Lainey, although she's got one gorgeous kid sister.
Lainey, how about we let Rachel and Clayton talk alone?
Okay. Are they gonna go sleep afterwards like when you and Daddy talk?
We can only hope.
Rachel looks embarrassed.
Here.
Clayton wets his napkin in his water and wipes Rachel's mascara stains.
Thanks.
You okay?
I violated a duchess. Then there's the part where I got fired from a dream job. Hey, did you tell anyone that we,
Never learned how to duck it?
No.
Looked at every time you come home since college. No, I've respected all your threats.
You just act like they know.
Well, maybe they're more comfortable with you marrying a childhood friend, or they saw all of your obvious walks of shame.
Flashback to Old Man Fleming's front porch. Rachel in a tight dress from the night before, barefoot and carrying heels, walks by. Old Man Fleming, sitting in the rocking chair, shakes his head. Cut to Rachel with tangled hair and running makeup walks by. Mr. Fleming shakes his head. Cut to Rachel walks by wearing a men's extra large Air Force t-shirt, no pants, with a man's belt around her waist.
Just like your mama.
Back to Rachel and Clayton's conversation.
Really? I was obvious.
28-year-old Mia Long, voice of reason and Washington, D.C. native, turned West Virginia news producer for WVAG News and Rachel's best friend since college, walks up behind Rachel. Mia's loving husband, 28-year-old Justin Long, Husky Henley County native and good friend of Clayton and Rachel, enters behind her.
Totally obvious, especially if alcohol was involved.
Yeah, I'm learning I can't handle my controlled substances.
Rachel turns and hugs Mia. Justin follows suit.
Hey, where you gonna make an honest man out of my boy here?
You two?
Damn, Mama. Glad I tried, man. She scares me.
Justin and Clayton shake hands and hug.
Thanks, man. Don't worry, I know how to handle rage.
Rachel rolls her eyes.
So, I'm at least excited to work with you, my favorite producer tomorrow.
Yep, your favorite since college. So, how does it feel coming back to your first job, WVAG?
Humiliating. No offense. It's just like going backwards, you know? And then there's how I got the job.
I know. When I asked Tom about hiring you, he said no. Then I...
Hear ye, hear ye.
Curtis stands by the TV with a remote in one hand and a bud in the other.
I want pros and toast to my Rachel being the first Hillard to get a handful of them royal titties. I wouldn't mind a handful of them things myself.
He plays the tape of Rachel grabbing Kate's breasts, reminding and replaying the boob grab portion over and over.
I'm one proud daddy right now.
Rachel's brother, Shannon Hillard, 15-year-old positive gay to everyone but Rachel, who is fashionable but hunts and fishes with Curtis, enters from football practice.
Hey, there's my boy. How's practice?
Fine, Dad.
Son, you gotta get a load of Rachel in these titties. Where's your sister?
She's still outside, Dad.
Hey, girl, messing with that Peterson boy? I'm breaking this up.
Curtis stomps on from the front door with intention. Ashley Hillard, Rachel's 14-year-old cheerleading, four-wheel riding, boy-attracting sister, sneaks in from the back, grabs the plate to look like she's been there the whole time.
Sis! Shannon!
Ashley cuts in and gives her obviously forced hug to Rachel.
Ash, what's up?
We hear a teeny bopper ringtone.
It's Jimmy.
Ashley quietly splits, getting the out she wanted.
What's with that?
Give her a break. She just found out a freshman can't be homecoming queen.
Well, I hope Mom is living up to her reputation, has Ashley on the pill. So, how are you?
Ashley's promiscuity keeps me under Curtis's radar.
Curtis stomps through the front door and beelines for Ashley in the back.
There's that girl. Sherry, you gotta talk to your daughter.
Cheryl quickly follows, trying to protect an off-camera Ashley. They pass by Shannon and
Curtis.
Rachel.
Curtis!
Rachel and Shannon share a bizarre look.
Mom?
And the whole selling the farm thing keeps me under hers.
What?
That's right. I didn't tell you because they're selling off lots to Scott Walker builders.
What? Dad would never sell, especially to any of my high school boyfriends.
Yeah. Turns out old Scott just likes to plow the Hillards any way he can.
Oh,
Rachel, I'm serious about the farm. The farm stand had a slow summer and Scott's been pressuring Dad to sell off lots.
Bastard! So taking my virginity wasn't enough for him, huh? You know, he's not going to take away my farm or my family's farm.
At the WVAG studios, Rachel takes a deep breath and enters into the newsroom through the WVAG studios door. She looks around at the corny, outdated cubicles and decor.
Still going with the 90s theme.
With the place unchanged, Rachel easily finds her way to the news director's office. Middle-aged news director Tom Graves, a horny, shallow, big yuppie in a small hillbilly pond who will do anything for ratings, sits at his desk. Seductively leaning on the desk is news anchor Cindy Kletcher, straight out of college, overly dolled up, overly perky, country television sweetheart.
Good morning.
Rachel. Cindy, this is
Rachel Hillard!
Rachel Hillard. Rachel, this is Cindy Kelcher, our anchor, your co-anchor.
Rachel extends her hand and shakes with Cindy. Rachel's eyes zero in on Cindy's neon orange, scarily long acrylic nails.
Cindy.
Cindy hops off of the desk, but to Rachel's dismay, Cindy brings it in for a pageant-like hug.
Nice to meet you!
Rachel looks constipated. We hear a very white cell phone ringtone.
I gotta take this. Cindy, shut my door and reorient Rachel, would you?
Sure!
Rachel walks out of Tom's office. Cindy follows and shuts the door.
Want me to show you around?
It's okay, I've worked here before.
Oh, that's right! I remember you covering my junior homecoming game.
Yeah!
Rachel walks off from Cindy towards her new old cubicle. Cindy walks off screen. Mia stands at her desk next to Rachel's, clutching her morning coffee. Mia gives Rachel a wry look. Rachel settles down into her chair.
I hate that I can't let myself kill her. Someone needs to tell her the neon claws start with mall bangs.
I'm sure that person will be you. So, what are you going to do about the farm?
Well, Dad won't even let me pay for meals, which I'm not eating anyway, so I'm writing Mom a hefty rent check every month, which she cashes and sneaks into the farm stand register in increments.
So everything is behind Curtis's back, just like the old days?
Basically, yeah.
Rachel's laughing is interrupted by Lainey's off-screen giggles and sounds of Curtis playing with her. Rachel perks up to high alert. She looks up to see Curtis carrying Lainey on his shoulders. In his hand is a block of big, brown something in a vacuum-packed cellophane.
Dad, why are you here? I'm working.
We're just saying our Rachel, hard at work, and I thought a little Curtis bring some deer jerky seal that day with old Tommy.
Yeah, so this time you won't get the can.
Get canned, darling, so she won't get canned.
While Rachel is rolling her eyes at Mia, Curtis takes a wintergreen flavored can of chewing tobacco from his back pocket, opens the can, and puts a lump in his front bottom teeth. His chin is bulged.
Dad, you can't do that here.
What?
Okay, Dad, I'd love to explain to you again how chewing tobacco causes oral cancer, but I'm at work and you can't be here. We're not allowed to have visitors.
I come here all the time. Besides, snuff don't give you the kind of cancer that kills you. Can I have that?
No, I'm sick.
It's okay, I'm fine.
Curtis grabs an empty water bottle off of Rachel's desk.
Oh, just leave, okay?
I'm fine. Tom is my buddy.
I don't care. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an adult and I need my space.
Tom walks into the newsroom amid their argument. As soon as Rachel sees Tom, she sits down and tries to save face. He walks towards Curtis.
There, dog.
Hey,
How's it going?
brought you
They
jerky.
were just leaving.
Oh, that's a shame. Man, Curtis, you're welcome anytime. Ron has the flu. We have to call another reporter to cover the Buckwheat Festival.
Curtis stares intently, like he works there. Cindy enters, twirling her hair and horseshoeing her gum. Curtis checks her out. Rachel looks at Curtis, then at Cindy, gauging the worst outcome.
Me and I'll go.
We will.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll be good for me to reconnect with the people, and Mia's worked the left truck before. Come on, Mia, we better get going. Let's go.
Rachel rushes the plan before Tom can say no. She and Mia grab their bags and walk out. Curtis follows them out with Laney on his shoulders like a soldier taking orders. Tom is left there, dumbfounded, looking at Spacey Cindy. We cut to the Buckwheat Festival, a short drive later. Rachel and Mia hop out of the live truck onto the semi-muddy grass, grabbing their equipment bags as they exit.
So, what have we got this year? Buckwheat cakes. Cooking big fat. Beauty pageant? Fixed. Craft show. Kill me now.
We could just do the standard history of buckwheat story like we always do.
They grew a grain. They processed it to death to make it into flour and served it with ground-up piglets. I can't do that story one more time.
Okay, we'll have to walk around then. You might damage your Louis boots.
So last season. Besides, I did what I had to do to get Curtis out of the station.
Rachel and Mia start walking, carrying equipment.
When you grabbed your water bottle, you looked like you were passing a bladder
I'm
stone.
telling Mom to forbid him from coming to the station.
They walk up to the craft barn and continue inside.
I can't believe all of Waynesburg shuts down for this. Oh, I almost forgot Shannon's selling his homemade lotions.
He makes lotions? Okay, seriously? How do your parents not know?
Mia, he plays football and shoots animals. That even overrides carrying a handbag.
Rachel and Mia happen to see Louise at one of the far tables talking to old man Fleming. Shannon bounces up to Rachel, lotion bottle in hand.
What's going on there?
Looks like Grandma's got herself a dude.
That's how she knows. About what? Clayton.
Oh, I already know. No shame. Girl, he is behind. Lotion sample?
Shannon pumps lotion into Rachel and Mia's hands.
I'm still working on the moisturizers though. So,
We hear the sound of the craft table with lots of objects falling over. Rachel, Mia, and Shannon look ahead 2 tables. The Hillard Farms table is knocked over. Baked goods, jellies, cheeses, and lotions are splattered all over the floor. Curtis is standing over the table, looking confused, wearing a frilly, tight-as-hell apron. Sharon lets out a girly scream and runs over to the table.
Dad! Dad, I left you alone for 2 minutes. My lotions.
Shannon hurriedly starts cleaning up the mess, salvaging whatever he can.
Curtis, I cannot believe you.
They don't make these boots wide enough. Ain't for real size people, that's for sure.
Curtis Hillard, you clean that up and take my off my apron right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Curtis unties the apron and attempts to delicately place it on the still upright table behind him. He stoops down to help Shannon clean up, grunting all the way.
Did you see Clayton's here? No, Mom, I'm working.
Oh, he's a good one, always was.
Anyway, Dad showed up at the station today.
Oh, you did? Nice.
No, Mom, not nice.
Can you believe it? I brought a gift to Tommy, and she got mad at me.
I don't need you to bribe my boss.
All right, you two. Rachel, say sorry to Daddy.
For what?
For being naughty-toity.
Well, sorry I don't buy my clothes at Walmart.
Curtis turns around to stomp off, but knocks over the table again. By this time, Louise has made her way over.
Well, look at that, Sherry. You married yourself a dunce. And what kind of son makes hand lotion?
Oh, well,
The
yeah.
one that gets chicks. Right, son?
Rachel looks at a paranoid Shannon. A random guy breaks in two and approaches Rachel.
Hey, ain't you a TV girl with the boobs? You know.
And there's the most shameful one of all.
Shut up, you bigoted old bat.
Hey, the girl.
Back off, Mom.
Mia is still standing back watching. Clayton runs in, military style to Rachel. Justin follows and stands with Mia.
Got your text.
Did Rachel blow yet?
Halfway through.
What's wrong with y'all?
Come on, Rach, before you start taking in double negatives.
Clayton ushers Rachel outside. Mia and Justin follow.
How do you handle living here?
Well, they're not my relatives. And I know what you go. There's a cow over there having labor.
Okay.
The group walks towards the cattle barn. Rachel and Mia pair up. Justin and Clayton pair up behind them.
Dude, you're...
Is Cheryl to her, Curtis?
Yeah, better you than me.
Ashley walks up to the group in her buckwheat queen sash and crown, carrying Laney.
Good, she's all yours. Ashley, I'm working. So am I. The buckwheat queen needs to work the crowd without the brat.
Ashley dumps Laney and walks away briskly.
Ashley, who do you think watched your little bratty ass?
It's okay, Rach. I've got Laney. You get to your story. All aboard.
Clayton hoists Laney onto his shoulders. Laney giggles. They all continue into the animal barn.
Rach, they're asking for a live shot.
Now?
Mia hurriedly unpacks the camera and rests it on her shoulder. Rachel mics herself up. Rachel looks back to see a cow in labor with chains coming out of her back ends with two farmers adjusting them.
That's our live shot. Excuse me, sir. I'm Rachel Hillard from WVAG News. Do you mind if I pull on the chains for my shot?
Oh, no.
I've done this before. I'm Curtis Hillard's daughter.
Who?
Bear dog.
Oh, yeah, right on, all right, yeah, dude.
Rachel excitedly stands at the back of the cow.
All right, Mia, cue me in.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi there. I'm Rachel Hillard, reporting live from the Buckwheat Festival with a special treat. This cow is delivering her calf right before our eyes, and we get to help. Now, these chains are fastened to the calf's legs because he's positioned feet first, or breeched, instead of head first. By pulling on the chains, we can help her chance of a smooth delivery.
Rachel crouches, placing one hand lightly on a chain, doing the classic reporter, I'm helping, but I still look good routine.
Well, folks, it looks like she's ready. I'm just going to pull on this chain, and in 1, 2...
As soon as she tugs, her hand, slick from the homemade lotion, glides off as she slips.
Whoa!
Rachel face plants into a fresh pile of manure, mouth open. The calf spits out, and on top of her, she squirms helplessly. Cut to the watering hole pub that evening. Rachel sits in a Chanel sweatsuit at a table full of beer glasses, waiting for her friends.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Rach, you full of it?
Still full? Okay.
Anyway, your story was a hit. The phone calls and the online comments keep coming in. Turns out our viewers love seeing you eat, well, you know. We've even set up a highlight reel of just you falling into the manure.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we're going to start a segment called City Girl in the Country, and you're the city girl.
But I'm actually from here.
Next week, I booked you doing the walrus wade at Deer Head Lake.
What is that?
Well, we couldn't afford the rights to the polar bear plunge or the dolphin dip, and no one liked the sea urchin stand.
Look, Tom, I appreciate you not firing me and everything, but I can't do that stuff. It's just not good for my career right now.
Look, Rach, I know it's a hard fall, but this is your career now. I had to plead with the network to take you back after...
Yeah, thank you for begging. God, I don't have any options. Okay, count me in. Can't get any worse. See you in the morning. Bye.
Rachel hangs up. Rednecks in the bar stare intently at the bar TV where Rachel's story is running again. The rednecks cheer and drink beer as they watch Rachel's face hit the manure over and over again in a remix-style montage.
Hi, dear. Another one from your friends to help get the taste out.
Rachel looks over at the blurry man, winking and raising his glass to her. She smiles and waves politely. Rachel sips on her beer. Mia and Justin enter the bar and walk over to her.
Wait, you don't drink beer.
Yeah, she doesn't eat couch shit either.
Anyway, it sort of helps to overpower the taste. God, I just said that.
I'll still kiss her.
You would.
Cut to the Hillards' living room. Rachel creeps through the door to find Curtis and Cheryl watching a DVR of her news story.
Hey, sweetie.
There's my girl. So, there's my favorite part.
Curtis points to the remote at the TV and freeze frames it on the scene of Rachel's face hitting the ground and the calf descending.
And splat! Rachel takes her like a champ. You got them Hillard jeans after all.
Somehow I think you and I are thinking of different traits.
So, how's the taste?
Fine, until I stop drinking.
Rachel plops onto the couch and grabs Curtis's beer from his hand and swigs it. She immediately spits out the tobacco juice she just drank. Curtis starts crackling and laughing.
That tobacco juice, it'll take the taste out.
Rachel, in between Curtis and Cheryl on the couch, head between her legs. Curtis takes the spit bottle back and spits into it. Cheryl rubs Rachel's back and the sounds of TV play Cindy's voice.
And tune in next week when our Rachel Hillard takes on WVAG's Walrus Wade. Will the frigid waters of Deer Head Lake be too much for our little California girl? Tune in and find out.
Rachel looks up at the TV.
This is hell.
End of Act 3, tag-in. Old Man Fleming's porch the next morning. Rachel walks by in the same Chanel sweatsuit with her hair in a messy ponytail. As she approaches, Louise exits Old Man Fleming's front door, also in the same clothes as yesterday.
Rachel Jean, are we gallivanting about in our bedclothes?
No, I just threw something on to go to the bank.
It's Sunday.
I mean, the dry cleaners.
It's Sunday.
Really? The post office. No. Why are you?
Mr. Fleming was needing some purse, gum from my purse. Well, Rachel, I'm late for church.
Louise abruptly turns and rushes down the sidewalk. She has one tuft of hair that is sticking straight up in the back. Rachel looks embarrassed and amused and turns and walks out the opposite way.
Post office?
And